Investigates issued a new 60-day eviction moratorium, which is now in effect. This comes after the previous moratorium just expired over the weekend.
And the president says this should give tenants and landlords time to connect with emergency rental assistance that is available while also protecting them from the virus still spreading across the country. WRTV Investigates Stephanie Wade has been covering the eviction crisis for us since the onset of the pandemic, following what's been happening every step of the way.
Yeah, she's live showing us an exclusive look into a new program the city of Indianapolis has come up with to hopefully help people avoid eviction. Good evening, Stephanie.
Yeah, Mark and Amanda, a lot to break down here. Yet again, another extension of the CDC eviction ban by President Biden. Now, this time it depends on where you live, if you can stay in your home or not. If your county has a high amount of COVID cases, then you're protected under this moratorium. But because this could change so rapidly, the threat of eviction is still very real for many people. In fact, it's estimated 1 in 10 Hoosier households right now are at risk of eviction. And here in Indianapolis, 16% of renters are behind on their rent. That number, 145,000 people.
On this busy day at the Lawrence Township Small Claims Court, people are pouring in for their eviction hearing. The pandemic cutting many people's pay or hours of work, making them unable to keep up on rent.
I'm struggling to try to keep my head above water. Like, it's hard for people out here, right? Pandemic has hit everyone hard.
To combat this, the city has come up with a brand new initiative, first of its kind in the state, calling it the Tenant Advocacy Project.
So you folks are both waiting to see lawyers, correct?
For the first time ever, if renters arrive to eviction proceedings without representation, they are offered free legal counsel through Indiana Legal Services and the Neighborhood Christian Legal Clinic to help them with their case.
You're going to give me free legal? Oh, yes, 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 thank you.
One by one, tenants took them up on their offer.
It's what we expected and hoped.
Attorneys reviewing their case, providing legal advice, and seeing who might qualify for this new CDC moratorium. Plus,
Good morning.
making sure people are aware of rental assistance and actually helping them apply for the Indy Rent program right there on the spot.
So let's go through it together.
It's a lot of resources that I didn't even know about.
I mean, this is the last ditch. This is eviction court.
Stacia Swanigan says her hours were reduced during the pandemic. She struggled to pay rent.
The bills, oh my gosh, it's like my light bill tripled. My gas and water bill because the kids are at home now.
And coming to fight to keep she and her 3 kids in their home without legal representation was terrifying.
We don't know what we have as like our rights. We don't know what we can do, what we can't do.
According to Judge Kimberly Bacon, only about 3% of tenants bring attorneys when they come to court, whereas 81% of landlords bring representation. If people can't pay their rent, advocates say they likely can't pay for legal fees either, which can add up to hundreds and even thousands of dollars. The pro bono attorneys volunteering their time.
If we can't make sure that people stay stably housed, then we also can't make sure that they're safe, their kids are safe, and that they're healthy. And so I just felt like it was something I could do. It's not everything, but it's something. And I am one, but I am one, and I can be here and I can help.
I'm just trying to keep my head above water and continue on with my day with my head held high for my children.
Now, this is just a pilot program for 1 year. They're working on placing attorneys in all 9 Marion County small claims courts. Mayor Hogsett says they're just trying to give people unfamiliar with the legal process facing the system alone a fair shake. Reporting live tonight, Stephanie Wade, WRTV Investigates.
And Stephanie, it really helps to really shine a light on these programs for renters out there that they might not know about. You mentioned this is a pilot program. Is there a possibility that they could extend this program just past 1 year?
Yeah, Mark, the city says if it's effective, they will consider extending this. Right now, it's a little too soon to tell, but they say other cities like Cleveland, which is just nearby, they've seen success, which have similar programs. And Judge Bacon says in those cities, they're seeing 60% more cases get resolved when both sides have legal aid. Mark, back to you.
All right, our Stephanie Wade, thank you tonight. The new 60-day eviction moratorium is now in effect and will continue through October 3rd. The ban will stop evictions in certain areas of the country where there is high or substantial transmission of COVID-19. And to be clear, the CDC identifies most of Indiana as a high or substantial COVID transmission zone. The counties you see here in red are considered areas of high transmission. The orange counties are substantial transmission areas.